Greetings from Thailand. Tom Pryor here again at 23kgold.com, telling you about Baht Gold. It's really becoming very popular in the United States now. My wholesale customers are buying more and more, and it's not for the Christmas season, it's for next year. We're expecting gold prices to probably increase about 10% in the first part of next year. And right now we're selling our Baht chains for $850 per Baht. But expect that to rise in the next month, I would say, to about $8.95. And during the course of the next several months, expect to see Baht gold prices, from me anyway, at right around the $9.25 mark. So why don't you jump on board and purchase your first Baht chain, or trade in a chain that you have had from the past, and we can set you up with a heavier chain of a style you like and custom make it just for you. This chain that I'm wearing is a second chain that William purchased. He lives in Saipan, works for the Department of Defense, and he's becoming a really good customer of ours. He purchased a anchor link chain and a quarter Baht anchor pendant about a month ago, and he wants to go for the larger chain. This is a 3 Baht, 27-inch bar link diamond cut chain. Now the links on this are just the way I like them. They're plump, and they have to be a little bit larger to accommodate the diamond cut. So I think he's going to be really happy with this. We're going to try to get it in the mail to him via FedEx to Saipan today or tomorrow. So I hope you like this chain, and if you do, let me know about it. My wife agreed to model this chain for me because I think I'd look pretty funny wearing a 17-inch chain. So this is a new design. We're going to put it in our inventory. It's a 1 Baht chain, and what's unique about this, it's one of the first machine-made chains that I have seen in Thailand. You can't make this link by hand, and I'll show you a close-up of this chain in just a few minutes. But this is a gorgeous chain, and I really liked it, and I want to be able to offer it to my customers. Most chains, if not all chains in Thailand, are made by hand. This one is machine-made. They're trying to replicate some of the designs that they like from Italy, and it's, of course, 96.5% gold, and it's really a gorgeous chain. I want to zoom in on it a little bit, and then I'll show you a close-up of it as a photo. It really catches the light, and this chain is the perfect length for someone of medium to small build. 17 inches is pretty short, but that's what it looks like on my wife. She has just this fixed smile because she's nervous in front of a camera. Can you imagine that? She's a little bit camera shy, but once in a while I can get her to get in front of the camera for me. But, okay. Don't talk too much. We only have a few minutes on the tape. Okay? Okay. All right. So this is another chain that you might want to consider for your wife for a holiday coming up sometime in 2019. This is John's 2.5 Baht barrel link 21-inch chain, and I'm really hoping he's going to like this because he really knows his chains. He goes back to Vietnam service in the 60s, and he, I think, wants a chain that he can remember what it was like back then. And so John just had a birthday. Happy birthday, John. 75 years old, and you're the kind of veteran that I really enjoy making these chains for. And this chain here, as I said, is 21-inch. The link diameter on it is a nice plump 3.5 millimeter. Now you might ask, how is it that you can have a 2.5 Baht chain made? Well, I do have a maker right now that will make half Baht increments over 2 Baht. So if you ordered a 1.5, he wouldn't do it. But if you order a 2 Baht, he's willing to add the half Baht to it to just make it a little more beefier. So it's something to consider if you're thinking about a chain and you don't want to opt for the difference, $850 difference between a 2 Baht and a 3 Baht. You might want to go with a 2.5. And the same is true with a heavier chain. My average weight baht chain is right around 4 baht. Because I have a lot of 8 baht chains that I sell, and very few 2 baht actually. So if you're purchasing a 4 baht or something like that, you might want to put a little more weight in it. A half baht would be fine, or just bump it up to a 5 baht. Actually, the 5 baht bar link chain is probably the most marketable because there's a lot of demand for that particular weight. Had to go change my shirt, put William's chain back on with his new anchor pendant. He upgraded it from a 1/4 baht to a 1/2 baht. And this is what the anchor link, the anchor pendant looks like on a 3 baht double diamond cut bar link chain. It's an aviator style chain and looks really nice. And I would like every video to have something that is valuable information in it. Today we live in a world where everyone is claiming transparency. And you know, in reality, once you dig deeper into what they're calling transparent, really isn't so transparent. But it's a coined phrase now where everybody needs to be transparent about their pricing and about the value of something. Now, go into any jewelry store and ask them how much a gold item weighs, and you will get a lack of transparency because they won't tell you, because you would be able to figure out the true value of the item. This is true with everyone. And believe it or not, William Tiffany, when he started out in New York about 80 years ago, he was actually marketing his product because of the value of the metal, and he was selling it by gram. Now that we're far away from those days, now jewelry is sold by just the simple look, the variety of jewelry that's available today, but the markup on the jewelry is huge. So you really have to keep in mind that transparency today really doesn't exist in the jewelry industry. If you were in Bangkok, you would experience transparency, believe it or not, because gold is used as a viable means of stored wealth, of saving money, and then using the gold to exchange for cash at any given time. So that's one of the exciting things that I find about selling 23 karat gold, is that transparency that's built into the product. Now, the first thing that I want you to keep in mind is the price of our gold comes in at $56 per gram. Okay, it's 96.5% pure, so there's an alloy mixed in it, but very small. And that alloy is very important when you're talking about the durability of the gold or the strength of the gold. If you had 24 karat gold, it will last forever, just like 23 karat. But the problem is that it's so malleable or soft that it will tend to break or bend too much for jewelry. And so the sites that are selling 24K, you know, sometimes they make a mistake and they don't understand the purity themselves. So if it has to be 99.99% gold for it to be 24K. 96.5% gold comes in at just a little bit over 23 karat. And of course 18 karat is 75%, and 14 karat is around 51%, something like that. And then it goes down to what the UK people buy. The British consider 9% gold valuable gold jewelry. Well, you know, more and more people are learning about the purity of baht gold, and because of that, we're getting a lot more sales and a lot more inquiries from companies throughout the United States. We've even received inquiries from the UK. Now, in the UK, it's very expensive to import gold jewelry, and that is one of the downsides, and that's one of the reasons why we really don't ship to the UK unless the customer is completely aware of the duty that they might have to pay, and it is quite high. They have to pay a VAT, value-added tax, plus the U.S. custom or the UK customs duty when they import a chain. But I have had sales because people definitely want to have a baht chain, and they just don't let the money, you know, get in the way. This particular chain I wanted to show you. It's a 22-inch. It's a mixed diamond cut bar link chain. And one of our sellers who sells in California has had a lot of success in selling this particular design. And then the design was picked up by a wholesale company in the East Coast. And this is what they've decided on for purchasing in quantity. And it's a really nice chain. I like it too. I like the diamond cut design in it. And this particular one is 2 baht. What do you think? And what do you think about this? All right, so this is about 50 baht of gold here. And company purchased 28 pieces. Each one is a 2 baht. So pretty nice design. So if you're looking for a chain like this, it can be ordered, and I can get this without having to purchase in quantity, which is important because some of the designs that I sell cannot be purchased one-off. I can't have the goldsmith make just one of some of the designs. But on this particular one, I can have him make just one, and the cost right now on a 2 baht chain is it is $1,700. So that's $850 per baht. So if you think of a baht is about a half of an ounce, that'll give you an idea of the weight. Now, there is something that I wanted to mention. This is kind of heavy. I have to put this someplace. Anybody want some chains? You know, the funny thing is that one time I actually took a 1 baht bracelet, and while I was photographing it, I put it on the picnic table. And I only left for, I think it was maybe 30 seconds to get a bottle of water. I came back, it was gone. And I looked around in the yard, and there are pieces of it. My puppy came over, grabbed the chain, grabbed the bracelet, and started to eat it. And I was able to get all but 1 gram of that bracelet. And no, I didn't have to wait for him to go to the bathroom. He just bit it all up, and it was all in pieces around the, but I was able to recover it, and there was really no loss. So now I'm very, very careful about what I leave. He's also taken money too, but I won't get into that. One of these days I'll show you him on video. He's a riot. Is that where you buried the money?